could still be a long way away, with Congress not in session.
How does it make you feel that members of Congress are still getting a paycheck right now?
You know, if we're not getting paid, I honestly feel that their checks should be withheld as well.
And as food banks face an influx of federal workers,
saying, right? But again,
scary.
That's the thing. Congress is still getting paid. Meanwhile, nobody else is. The president's still getting paid. The chair or the director of the FBI is still getting paid. All of these different judges and whatever else, they're still getting paid. Just not the actual workforce. But everybody with power and authority, they're still getting paid. And that should infuriate and drive people to action. And it's not. And we need to keep asking why.
Clock is ticking for millions more.
With the shutdown, I believe that we'll get double the amount, maybe even triple the amount that we see now.
Federal funding for food programs like SNAP and WIC in danger of running dry by the end of the month.
To last all the way for the next month, even to cover December, it won't. We will be starving.
Our NBC affiliate in Kansas City breaks down what that assistance looks like for the 41 million Americans who rely on the program.
I'm Megan Abundance grocery shopping in South Kansas City. This cart full of staples, some fresh produce, fresh fruit, some meat, and bread represents what the average person on SNAP benefits or food stamps can afford for an entire week. The national average benefit for a breakdown per person per week is about $46 to $74. That's what we've spent here, $48.68 for this cart full of groceries.
How you doing, ma'am? You can choose one item.
With no end to the shutdown in sight, many now preparing for what could be a long road ahead.
Now, $48 for a week's worth of groceries is pretty fucking impressive. I'm not going to lie. Because I can't live off of that. I literally physically cannot live off of that little amount of food. That being said, if push comes to shove and I have to only eat ramen noodles to survive, then I guess I'm eating ramen noodles in order to survive. But this is the point. The SNAP benefits is $48, $76 a person to eat a week. That's not a large sum of money, but it is a large sum of money to people who are already working poor. Again, the 60% of Americans who are living in poverty, which is, I think, at $24,000 is what the federal government considers poverty. 60% of people that are working, so 60% of the workforce, 60% of the 155 million people with jobs are living below $24,000 of income, which is why they need SNAP. So that $48 makes a huge fucking difference to being literally able to eat and not. And this is 41 million Americans, which is a quarter of the workforce. Like, these statistics are callous. You shouldn't have to say that it's the quarter of a workforce or that it's the working class or it's this, that, and the other. You should just care that there are 41 million people on food benefits, many of which are children and elderly, and they aren't going to be able to eat now. That's what should be bothering you, especially if you consider yourself a Christian and claim that this country is a Christian nation. We are literally doing the exact opposite of what is in this book. By denying food stamps, we are literally not feeding the hungry. We are literally not doing that. And that was a literal quote from Jesus Christ. And that's one of the reasons why we have these links. Sermon on the Mount. Right? Blessed are the meek. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst. The merciful, peacemakers. Right? Where's the... I wonder... Which one was the feed the hungry? Let's see if we can... Is there a way to just search based on... So Matthew 25. So full chapter. Which was where? 25:37. So right here, it's in the Bible. Then the righteous will answer him, Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger invite you in or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you? The king will reply, truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Which is, again, from the book. It is literally from the text.